work today. Oh, what's on my face? Oh, it's just a bit out of the way. There we go. Hang on, is that grease? Probably. Alrighty, getting the 77 AU knocked over with the maintenance for a big weekend, Indiana Midget Week. So sprint cars support every night there, which is, I reckon, just as cool as Indiana Sprint Week, but there's this some Aurora with Sprint Week that, yeah, gets me every time. But Midget Week's just as cool. That's probably my second favourite week of the year. So I had pretty much all the driveline out again. So up to the ball here, that silver, I'll point in the video, but that silver housing after greasing it at Putnamville, and yeah, did the thing up hand tight, little twist on the wrench just to get it started, and yeah, she snapped. So took me ages to try and get it out. I still didn't get it out. Just awkward angle to try and get the left-hand drill bit in there. Couldn't get it out. Thought it was some Loctite or something. So took it all apart, put it on the bench, cleaned it out, and then yeah, Tyler said he did it in 30 seconds. It's honestly the smoothest the drive line's gone together. What I do is I put it all together with the drive shaft in the torque tube, ball slid all back on the torque tube as well, then just put it all in one unit, and went in nice in the uni end, which is usually tricky, and then went nice in the diff end, which is also just as tricky, but do it myself. I use a jack just to get all the, I don't know what you want to call it, a pinion angle, or the diff aligned, just for sliding. It's only a 10 spline for the back, which is good. Better than a ball spline. They're a bit of a pain sometimes, but yeah, gearing up for Midget Week. I'll be running the first 3 nights. So that'd be Bloomington, Lawrenceburg, Tri-State. I should have videoed it, but I didn't. I was just, trying to... We dynoed 25 shocks yesterday, all adjustable, at Jake Swanson Shock Technology. So thanks to Jake and Jessica for doing that for us. Pretty short notice. It was a big job, but we got it done. Getting all the data collection, engineering nerd, that's what I'm going to be doing, getting all the data together and something we can all read. And just got to run valves again. I'll make sure to do that before I haven't got the rocker covers even off yet, but I'm going to do that. I try to do that as much as I can, just because, yeah, you don't know with push-rod motors. And we're going to see my Australian car owner, Larry Fitzpatrick, and Troy Carey. Troy's going to race with me at Midget Week. He got a car out of Benix, which is pretty cool. So keen to catch up with them. I've seen a few Aussies around, which is good. I'm surprised, actually. I thought there wasn't going to be many over here this year, but if you're around, come say hello. Like, I love hearing the g'day mates and all that. So and some pretty clear goals this weekend too. So far I know I've driven the car too aggressive by myself, like as in like way too hard, like a wing car. But then when I'm in traffic, I sort of pussyfoot a bit. Not trusting the car, I just don't want to become some of the names that are around here about my age at the moment. The goal is just to come home pretty much, as I said, straight every night. Finished reasonable. Like, I was a little disappointed in my performance at Putnamville, but I got to remember how many nights I've done in these things. To put it in really perspective, we still got a lot of racing left. And yeah, Kokomo, I just didn't know how hard to run. So on the other end of the spectrum, like, I wasn't going hard enough, which is crazy to think. Like, one track I go too hard, and then the next one you're not even close to going hard enough. It's a bit bizarre for me. Usually it's sort of continually one thing, but yeah, Kokomo, I think I got my head around now as well. So yeah, Bloomington, we had a strong result. That top 5 straight up. Probably was a fluke, but we'll find out Friday. Probably be a few more cars there. If I go to Lawrenceburg, I'm actually slightly terrified of it. Hobstad is just going to be tricky. I don't know how I'm going to go there. Seems like a lot of guys struggle there just with the traction and the track configuration, so it's going to be interesting. Righty, been a bit flat out. Picked up my dad this morning, and my mate Thomas came too, so I'm calling him the filthy Mexican at the moment. I'll put it out here. You can see we just done some engine heat. I'll get some things for this. I've got the engine heat, so I'll get some things for this car up close. Down here. Righty, been a bit flat out. Picked up my dad this morning, and my mate Thomas came too, so I'm calling him the filthy Mexican at the moment. I'll put it out here. You can see we just done some engine heat. I'll get
There's our young driver out of Clyde, Victoria, the 77AU. That is Todd Hobson. Todd Hobson comes with great credentials and wants to give a big shout out to all of his fans back in his home area, the Australian fans. Of course, Indiana Midget Week often gets a good group of fans that join him here. Silver Crown Cars, or here in the local show, he's been one of your favorites each and every night. There's the youngster out of Australia, the 77 of Todd Hobson. And your checkered flag on group number 2. At the line. I'll let everybody make their way through, make sure we don't have any last second changes. And your quickest in group number 2, the 04, Jeff Ensign. Good run for Jeff at a 12.006. Jake Swanson, second quick at a 12.012. Sterling Kling was third quick in car number 34 to 12.275. And Todd Hobson, nice job in the 77 at a 12.381.
And 2 shit ones. Huh? I did 2 good laps and 2 shit ones.
Yeah, down at 1 and 2, there's like 2 cushions.
Okay.
You were running right through the middle of them.
Oh. Alrighty, so I did pretty much 2 banging laps and then 2 pathetic ones, but it was enough to qualify as 4th out of the 7, I think, in our group. So that will put us pole in the heat again. So Bloomington's on fluking poles, so we'll start from pole and see where we come.
Your pole setter, going to be here through Indiana Sprint Week, and he is anxious to continue to get comfortable running, wants to be here full time, your mechanical engineer. Wanted to also give a shout out to his lovely mom Susan and his sister Ebony watching on Flow back home. Night after night, the 04. Let's see what he can do here in heat race number 2. As Todd Hobson got out to a big early advantage, and that's going to hold. We got a little contact coming out of 2. Yeah, everybody's still going. That was the 24 of Hunter Maddox who got up into the backside of Jeff Damming, as there goes Sterling Kling. Is definitely sitting down on the ground, a flat right rear. Now we got a closer view of it there. He's in the CTR trucking entry. Good looking car right there for the talented engineer who comes here with great credentials. Four cylinders buzz their way around the track. We go with the 410 fire-breathing sprint cars. As they come out of turn 4, good looking start. Green flag. white flag right here. 1 to go. A great Bloomington Speedway battle. Davey Ray, can he hit his spots down low? Davey's got to run off of turn number 2. Let's see what happens as they come out of 4. Down at the bottom, Davey Ray picks up the win.
Didn't get my shocks done right. I was way too conservative with the shocks. Then I found sort of my groove on the top, but that apparently wasn't the fastest way around either. I then went over the edge not twice, 3 times. So I'm struggling to see a little in turn 3, but that's no excuse. Learned my lesson the hard way. Get on a long streak tomorrow night. Not getting anything about too long. Righty. Past midnight, Liz is the champion on the wash. We got Tyler got here first to do all of this. I went and got Applebee's with the pile of food over there. Trying to do the right thing as a driver after sort of disappointing everyone, I reckon. But... And there's Thomas, who's a Mexican. What are you doing here, Thomas? You should be back in Australia.
Hey Tyler, will you give me that slow thing?
So yeah, we washed all the tyres up. Car's pretty much all washed up. Bike's washed up. And yeah, we took Merv here, so Merv's friggin' wrapped. I got to give a tour of Merv tomorrow.